It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
2, 3, 4 for the final time.
Win number 1 of the season, only just barely.
He is going to win here at the Nazareth Speedway.
Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
The greatest road course in the United States plays host to the 11th race of the Carquest Indy Racing League, the second to last race of not only the season, but this series. We arrive here in the Finger Lakes region of New York, the Watkins Glen International, for this, the NewEra Indy at the Glen. 30 cars going to take on this 3.5 mile road course for 12 laps. And we got an interesting championship battle shaping up here to lead us into the Indianapolis 200. Brian Durrani leads the points, 254 points to the championship. He is 15 ahead of Nathan Baird, 18 points ahead of Ethan Farley, who is starting on the outside pole, 36 ahead of Benny Watson, 39 ahead of Trace Smith, 46 ahead of Arthur Xavier, 47 ahead of William Brock, 48 ahead of Roberto Crown Jr. and Daniel Bouchard, and third 53 ahead of Nathan Stapleton and Owen Miles. It'll be interesting to see how this race plays out and who will be championship eligible at the end of this race before we move on to the finale at the Indianapolis 200. Until then, we got this one to do to worry about first to see who will make up that championship battle in just a couple weeks. Let's go down trackside to get you your starting lineup so we can get this race started. And we're just about to get them rolling here at Watkins Glen. John Andrews is on the pole position alongside two-time winner Ethan Farley. In row number 2, we find Will Parrish in the 4 and Daisy Johnson in the 59. In row 3, we find Benny Watson in the 29 alongside Derek Hamill. In row 4, it is Salmon Oskin alongside Nathan Smith. Rounding out the top 10, it's Owen Miles and Gateway winner Arthur Xavier. Miles, the Kentucky winner, Hamill, the Texas winner, Watson, the Auto Club winner, Farley, a winner at not just Pikes Peak, but also Lime Rock Park. We'll get these guys rolling off here. Right now, we'll go 2 corners, and then we will get this race started. 12 laps here at Watkins Glen. The first of several Watkins Glen races here in the NOFSRL this year in 2021. I hope you're ready for all of them. We got this one to get through first, and it is going to be an absolute barn burner for sure. Pace car getting ready to come down the pit road, waiting for the green flag to fly, and the NewEra Indy at the Glen is green. Trouble in the S is behind. A couple of cars going around make it 3. That's Stapleton, Collins, and second place pointsman Nathan Baird. Oh man, that is a terrible break for Nathan Baird. If he finishes back far enough, he won't be championship eligible at Indianapolis. We'll keep an eye on that as the race goes on. Championship, huge championship implications. They're still going around in turn 6. Miles, Ruiz, and a few others. Oskin going around as well in the 50. Wicked start here at Watkins Glen, but it's Ethan Farley up front leading this thing. Daisy Johnson in second, John Andrews third, Will Parrish fourth, Derek Hamill in the 5th position. And of course, no cautions here on the road courses. We will stay green. Farley runs it a little wide there through 10. Headed for 11. This is the dangerous corner. Johnson's going to run wide, slam the outside wall, and John Andrews will go by for second. Of course, Farley leads lap number 1 here in the NewEra Indy at the Glen. A wild, wild, wild lap 1. That is for certain. And I see Bear down on the pit road. Saw smoke in 10-11. He may have gone off there. And he is going to get some serious service there on that 41 car. Side by side for second. It's Will Parrish and John Andrews. And give it to Will Parrish, who will overtake the 98. Hamill into 4th. Johnson back to 5th. Xavier and Smith side by side as Watson getting up in the mix there in that 29. Down the straightaway in the boot. Headed for turn 8. Watson gets underneath Smith. Gonna get the run up the hill into 9. Smith will hold on to that position for right now. Ethan Farley still leads here at Watkins Glen. Parrish is going to slip wide and slam the wall now. And Andrews will get by for second once again. All this shuffling is allowing Farley to stretch away. Hamill to 3rd. Xavier in the 81. Inside for 4th. And he's going to get the spot. Meanwhile, points leader Ryan Durrani, there he is in the 12. He is 15th on track right now. And now in jeopardy of losing that spot to Charlie Davenport in the 18. And looks like he will once they get off here into turn number 5. And Trey Wright right there in the 20 as well. Not going to get around the 12, but the 18 will. Down the hill into 7. They go through the boot. Into the heel. Well, that's actually the toe, actually. Now they'll get into the heel of turn 8. Farley up the hill. Andrews. Hamill, Xavier, Johnson. The top 5 right now. On to, oh, trouble. In turn 6, looked like. Might have been Collins, Stapleton, and Ruiz again. Oh no, maybe it was nobody. I just saw smoke back there. And no, we will not be going back and doing the Carnage Cam thing. I'm not going to do that. Farley has a 2.5 second lead now on the 98 of John Andrews. Arthur Xavier up to the 3rd position. Hamill and Johnson side by side for 4th. Give it to Daisy Johnson. Hamill's going to come back down on the inside. Not going to get there. Harris is going to sling wide in the 4. You know, Ethan Farley is liking this. He's liking this very much. The position he's in, he could come out of here with a points lead and his 3rd win of the season. Andrews is going to do everything he can, though, to close in. He wants a shot at this championship, too. Farley through turn 11. Is he going to slide wide? No, he will not. Excellent drive so far for the 10. And what a save. Daisy Johnson and Derek Hamill there. The rest of the field coming out of 11. Looks like it's going to be fairly clean. Salmon Oskin went way wide in turn 10 and takes it safe in turn 11. 3.31 seconds. That's the gap. Farley is G-O-N-E gone. But we'll be expecting pit cycles here in the next handful of laps. And that could shake up the standings. We will have to see what happens. But if anything happens, one thing is for sure. Ethan Farley, I believe, is the favorite to win this race right now. I believe he's going to have the lead coming out of pit cycles too. I don't see any way he doesn't. He is just so far ahead of everybody else because of all that skirmishing that was going on. Look at that gap. Just almost, I could almost say that's insurmountable. But we'll just have to see how the shenanigans on pit road go once everyone gets good tires on them again. But for these guys in the back, it's a different story. I don't believe, I can't see them being competitive for the rest of the race. Especially Nathan Baird, who is already a minute off the pace. 4.94 seconds off of Ethan Farley's pace, though, is John Andrews. You can tell he is definitely slowing down. We'll see if anybody comes down the pit road. This next time by is halfway here at Watkins Glen. It'll be interesting to see when the pit cycle does happen. Farley through turn 5. Now Andrews has arrived. Xavier, Hamill, Bouchard, Johnson, Smith, Parrish, Thompson. The top 10 right now here at Watkins Glen. You see how big the gap is. It's probably over 5 seconds now. We do see cars on the pit road, Stapleton and Ruiz. Does that mean we'll see some coming down this time? Farley runs wide through turn 10. And he's slowing up, getting on the inside. He's not going to come down onto the pit road just yet. But I'd be surprised if his lead wasn't at least 7 seconds. As Andrews slides wide out of turn 11. 5.9 seconds the gap. Xavier, Bouchard, not even close to each other. The battle is back here for the 10th spot. Parrish getting away from them. Now it's for 11th. Smith getting by Johnson. They could be 3 wide heading off into turn 5. And trouble Vargas. Oh, slamming that wall. In the air goes Watson. And Davenport, and a hard shot for Christian Vargas. That car is absolutely demolished, slamming into that tire barrier. Baird down onto the pit road. And will Farley come down this time? Will anybody else come down this time, aside from the cars that have been involved in incidents? Big damage to Watson. Davenport on the pit road. And so Baird is down for just normal service, looks like. Goodness gracious. Farley will be coming down this time. And will we see anybody else coming down? John Andrews, yes. Arthur Xavier. Curious thing is, oh, hard. Keegan Thompson. And he's going to miss the pit road too. He will not come down the pit road this time. He stays out. Right now, William Brock, if that is William Brock, yes it is. William Brock has the lead. Trey Smith second. Keegan Thompson third. Logan Williams 4th. Baird off the pit road. We'll see who comes off first, and no surprise, Ethan Farley off of the pit road first. A little slow to get going. Upton's even going to overtake Andrews. And we'll see here if anyone can catch Ethan Farley. I seriously doubt it. But of course, we still need these lads to come down the pit road first. There's your leader right there, William Brock, the Riverside winner. Trey Smith 2nd, Keegan Thompson 3rd, Logan Williams in 4th. And there's Farley already in turn 5. These guys are just now getting to turn 8. I do not see any way Ethan Farley loses this race. I'm going to be completely honest with you. We'll take a look here at the margin. To second place Scott Upton, or what will be second place Scott Upton. At least 5 seconds. But we'll see these guys come down the pit road. Yes. And Williams coming down as well, I presume. Yes, indeed. So that'll hand the lead and probably the win back to Farley. On to lap number... Oh, Farley's going to go wide and slam the wall. Let's take a look at Upton, though. He gets off there sideways, but he doesn't hit the wall. He got off there really slow, though. He scrubbed off a ton of speed. 4.85 seconds. That's the gap. And now they've got a car in between them, though. The 21 of Roberto Crown Jr. This one's over. This one is absolutely over. And Durrani, I believe, has moved up to the 5th position right now. We'll see what the positions look like this time, as Andrews is going to get back by Upton. They contact. Andrews and Roberto Crown Jr. make contact there, headed off into 5. That is risky racing right there on the part of John Andrews. Bouchard's going to go wide off the curb, and Nathan Smith is going to go by there. I believe that was for 9th. Smith had previously been overtaken by Bouchard. Bouchard getting passed back there. Up the hill they will come. Farley going to get 3 to go this time. There's Andrews. Looks like he's a little closer now. He could be on the charge, but it's going to be too little too late, I think. Farley slides again out of turn 11. Andrews does the same. It's going to be a big margin. Let's see what it is. 4.16. That's actually not as big as I thought it would be before, but Andrews, he's just back there puffing, hopelessly, and just almost out of breath. Upton slow through the S's. Durrani's going to get by Roberto Crown Jr. He's in 4th, and he's going to extend his points lead, I think. Well, no, he's not. He will over Nathan Baird, but not over Ethan Farley. He and Farley are going to be really, really tight going into Indianapolis. This is going to be a hectic championship battle. But it looks like this one is pretty much set in stone, folks. Let's see where Baird ended up. Baird is going to walk out of here with a 21st place finish. It's due to the other cars that fell out of the race and the ones that are a lap down. Slow car off the pace. I believe that was Trey Smith. Yes, it is. Trey Smith has a problem. And he is going to be ineligible for the championship for sure. Coming around turn 11, we're going to have 2 laps to go this time by. Andrews Trying to chase down Farley, 3.84 seconds, the gap. This is just the most impressive drive I think I've seen all season long. Ethan Farley, a lap and a half away. He started off as the championship favorite in the first 2 races, winning them back-to-back. The Rocky Mountain 80K at Pikes Peak. The Grand Prix of New England at Lime Rock. And now, he rounds the final 2 corners. He's coming to get the white flag. Looking for his 3rd win of the season. We'll go on board with him for this final lap. Ethan Farley, 1 lap away. Three more corners for Ethan Farley. A 4.5 second gap from him to John Andrews. Perhaps making himself the championship favorite going into Indianapolis in 2 weeks. Rounding the final corner, Farley with a massive margin is going to earn his 3rd win of the season here at Watkins Glen. Absolute domination. .14, the margin of victory. If you're gonna make a statement, that's the way to do it. Everyone else, better get ready. Albeit Ryan Durrani finished 5th. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on to that points lead, though. That might not be enough. I believe Farley has it going into Indy, but we'll take a look in a little bit. We'll first take a look at your race finishing results here. Ethan Farley wins his 3rd race of the season ahead of John Andrews, Scott Upton, Noah Clifton, Ryan Durrani, Daniel Bouchard, Nathan Smith, William Brock, Arthur Xavier, and Keegan Thompson. That is the top 10. Scroll through the rest of your standings here. 17 cars finishing on the lead lap, and 7 unable to finish, period. 6 finishing at least, or actually 6 finishing a lap down. Nobody finishing more than a lap down in this race. And an interesting race it was, although it was dominated. I believe the championship battle that is at stake going into Indianapolis, seeing who was going to be eligible, seeing who was going to come out of here with a points lead, I think was interesting to see. And Ethan Farley looks like he's going to do just that. He's going to come out of here with the points lead. He's going to knock off Ryan Durrani. And poor old Nathan Baird, who led the point standings for a good portion of the season, is at the very least, is at the very best going to be a distant championship contender. He may not even be in it, but we'll take a look in just a second. But that's going to wrap us up here at Watkins Glen. Congratulations once again to Ethan Farley for winning this race. We'll take a look at your driver standings, and we'll wrap it up here at Watkins Glen, and we'll see you in a couple weeks where we crown a champion at Indianapolis. Until then, y'all take care, stay safe, and have a good one.